If you've been thinking about buying or selling a home in Portland, you should probably pay attention to this market update. I think it's the most important one we've had in some time, and it really centers around inventory and interest rates. So let's check it out. So, first, let's get into inventory. So, the December numbers came out, and what we're seeing is the lowest inventory on record in Portland. So, we're at zero point 0.6 months of inventory. So, zero point 0.6 months of inventory just means if we stopped putting new homes on the market tomorrow, it would take the current buyer pool just zero point 0.6 months, a half a month, to deplete the entire inventory. So that's really, really low and it creates a lot of competition. And if you look at this chart, we've been in the one and under range of all through 2021. So even before that, we hardly hit three once in January of 2019. So it's been a lot. It's been a really low inventory market for some time, and now we're at the absolute lowest. So, what has that done to home prices? Well, we've gone up 15 plus percent in the last year. So, 2020 average home price 494,000, 2021 571, and the median has gone from 440 to 509. So as you can see, this low inventory and super low interest rates have created a huge buyer pool and not enough sellers, and so the home prices have shot up. So now what we're seeing happen is interest rates are going up. In fact, they forecasted interest rates to go up to 4% by the end of the year, or some forecasts just 3.75%. Well, I hate to tell you this, but we're only 2 weeks into January and we've already gotten there. Okay. So just in the last 2 weeks, we've said goodbye to 3% interest rates by a long shot. Most people are getting quoted 3.6, 3.75. And if you got lower money down or a poor credit score, you could be getting rates quoted at 4%. So this is a tough pill to swallow for people that have been on the fence for some time and they've been wanting to get into the market and they're just now learning that they could be quoted nearly 4% when some of their friends have interest rates at 2.8, 2.9, 3%. So that's going to shift the market a lot. Let's take a look at a mortgage calculator real quick and find out how much that affects your monthly payment because it's huge. It's bigger than you think. Okay, so I'm looking at this mortgage calculator and I'm just going to use big round numbers. So 500,000 purchase price, $100,000 down payment with rates previously at 3%. So at the top there you're looking at a $2,200 payment. That's all in with principal, interest, tax and insurance, PITI. Okay? So now what happens if we jump this rate up to 4%? So we just went from 2,200 a month to 2,426 a month. So we went $225 increase in payment. Well, what if your lender doesn't give you room for that big of an increase in payment? What does that do to what you're shopping for? Let's step back in home price to try to get back to that $2,200 payment. And we're right here. We're at about 450. So just like that, in the last 2 weeks, we have lopped off $50,000 of the average home buyer's purchase power. So that's a huge deal. That is going to affect this market. Do I think the market is going to fall? Absolutely not. I think we have too low of inventory and too healthy of a buyer pool for that. However, I do think it's going to round off. I don't think we're going to keep shooting at a 15% home price increase all through this year. And I think that's a good thing. I don't think we want to see that. I think we want to see a little bit healthier market here. So, in conclusion, what does this mean for buyers? It means that you might be able to afford a little bit less than you could before. I think you're still doing well by purchasing a home with a mortgage. You're outpacing inflation, and buying a leveraged home allows you to put other money in investments and outpace inflation. And by the way, inflation is going to erode your debt quicker anyway. So, all good things there. So, what does it mean for sellers? Well, I think the market is still going to remain on the upswing. I don't think we're going to go backwards, but I also don't think we're going to go up quite as fast as we were before. So that's the market update just for mid January 2022. So a lot to report here, but check in with me at the end of the month and find out what's going on then. I'll keep posting market reports. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please reach out.